In the year 2375, humanity stood on the edge of a new era. For centuries, Earth had sent small expeditions beyond the solar system. Humans had made friends and enemies among the stars, but their technology had always been behind many alien civilizations. Until now. Deep inside the orbital research station Omega, a team of human scientists and engineers worked day and night on a secret project. Their mission: to build a warship powered by dark matter, a mysterious substance that made up most of the universe but had never been controlled before. Dr. Arya Malik, the project leader, watched anxiously as the final tests began. The warship, named Aegis, was a sleek and shining marvel of human technology. Its hull was covered with new alloys, and inside, its core glowed with the strange energy of dark matter. "All systems are green," said Lieutenant Marco Diaz, the ship's pilot from the control room. "Ready for activation, Dr. Malik," Arya nodded. "Start the dark matter reactor slowly. We don't want any surprises." The ship's power core began to hum softly. The dark matter inside the containment field vibrated with energy. Slowly, the glow grew brighter, lighting the entire bay with an eerie blue light. Suddenly, alarms sounded. "Containment stability is dropping," shouted an engineer. Arya's heart pounded. "Increase the field strength. Don't let it destabilize." The engineers worked fast, pushing the control systems to the limit. After a tense minute, the alarm stopped. The dark matter reactor had stabilized. Lieutenant Diaz smiled. "The Aegis is online." In the next hour, the Aegis moved from the dock into Earth's orbit. Cameras watched as it performed its first flight maneuvers in space. It moved faster than any human ship before. Its dark matter engines gave it a speed that no one had thought possible. From Earth to the Moon and back, the Aegis flew like a shooting star. News of the test flight spread quickly. Across the world, people watched the live broadcasts with wonder. Humanity had broken a limit. For the first time, they had warships that could travel faster, fight stronger, and defend better than any other known technology. But the news also reached the Galactic Space Council, the alliance of many alien races that work to keep peace in the galaxy. The Council had always watched humanity with interest. Some saw humans as promising allies, while others saw them as unpredictable newcomers. High on the massive space station called the Citadel, the Council met to discuss this new threat, or opportunity. Ambassador Vexel, a tall reptilian from the planet Zorath, spoke first. His voice was calm but serious. "Humans have surprised us all," he said. "Their dark matter warships are unlike anything we have seen. We must understand their intentions." Ambassador Lara, a slender figure with glowing eyes from the planet Elun, nodded. "Their technology could change the balance of power. We cannot ignore it." The Council decided to send a delegation to Earth to meet the humans and learn more about their new warships. Among them was Ambassador Solar, a wise and cautious diplomat who believed in peaceful solutions. Meanwhile on Earth, Admiral Kara Jensen stood on the bridge of the Aegis, preparing for the first official mission beyond the solar system. She had trained for years for this moment. Her crew was ready, and the warship was ready. Her thoughts raced. How would the Council receive them? Would they accept humanity's rise, or see it as a threat? The day of the departure arrived. The human fleet, led by the Aegis, left Earth's orbit and entered deep space, heading towards the Galactic Space Council station. As the ship passed through the stars, Kara looked at the view screen. The blackness of space was dotted with countless shining lights, distant suns and their planets. Somewhere out there were the other races, waiting to see if humanity was friend or foe. Back on the Council station, the envoys prepared for the human arrival. Scientists studied the data sent from Earth. Military leaders discussed possible risks. One question kept coming up. How had humans mastered dark matter technology so quickly? It had puzzled even the brightest minds in the galaxy. Some whispered that Earth must have found lost alien secrets or stolen forbidden knowledge. Others believed humans had simply pushed themselves harder than anyone else. When the human ships finally arrived, the Council members gathered in the Grand Hall. The humans looked different, taller, stronger, with fierce determination in their eyes. Admiral Kara stepped forward and spoke with respect. "We come in peace. We seek to join the galactic community and share our knowledge. Our dark matter warships are a symbol of our commitment to protect, not to conquer." Ambassador Sylar listened carefully. He saw the truth in her words but knew that trust would take time. The Council agreed to allow the humans to demonstrate their technology. They organized tests in the nearby asteroid belt. The humans showed their ships' speed and power, impressing even the skeptics, but not all were convinced. Ambassador Vexel warned, "Power is dangerous. We must watch humanity closely." Despite doubts, the Council accepted that humanity had changed the game. The dark matter warships had shocked the galaxy, and no one could deny that humans were now a serious force. As the meeting ended, Kara felt both pride and worry. The journey ahead was uncertain, but humanity had taken the first step. Now, it was time to prove that their power could be used for good. The Aegis and its fleet moved steadily through the vast emptiness of space. Stars shone brightly in the distance, but nothing was more important than the mission ahead. Humanity's fate, and perhaps the fate of the galaxy, now depended on their reception at the Galactic Space Council. Admiral Kara Jensen stood on the bridge of the Aegis, looking out at the massive shape of the Council's space station, the Citadel. It was a giant ring structure orbiting a bright blue star, shining with thousands of lights. The Citadel was home to representatives of dozens of alien species, each different and proud of their own cultures. "This is it," Kara said softly. "Time to meet the Council." Around her, the crew worked calmly but with quiet excitement. The Aegis was the fastest ship they had ever built. Powered by dark matter engines, it could jump great distances with ease. But speed was not the only thing that mattered now. Trust, diplomacy, and understanding were just as important. As the fleet entered the Citadel's docking bay, massive doors opened slowly. Aliens of all shapes and sizes watched the human ships come in. Some had eyes that glowed softly, others had scales or feathers. The air inside the station hummed with quiet conversation in many languages. The Council's representatives waited in the Grand Hall, a vast space filled with light from giant windows that looked out into the stars. Ambassador Sylar stood near, the center. He was tall with pale blue skin and calm eyes that seemed to see everything. "Admiral Jensen," he said as she stepped forward. "Welcome to the Galactic Space Council. We have heard much about your dark matter warships." Kara bowed slightly. "Thank you, Ambassador. We are honored to be here and ready to work together." The Council members watched carefully. Some smiled warmly, while others kept their expressions neutral. This was their first real meeting with humanity. The moment was important. Ambassador Vexel, the reptilian from Zorath, spoke next. "Your technology is unlike anything we have seen. How did humans develop it so quickly?" Kara paused. She knew this question was loaded with suspicion. "We discovered dark matter particles near a moon in our system. Our scientists worked for years to understand and control them. It was a great challenge, but humanity's determination and curiosity never stopped us." A murmur spread through the crowd. Some nodded, others looked doubtful. Ambassador Lyra from Elon raised a delicate hand. "Your dark matter reactors are very powerful. Have you tested their limits? What safeguards do you have?" Kara gestured toward her crew. "We built multiple safety systems. Our ships are designed to protect not only themselves but also the people around them. We have run countless simulations and real tests. We want peace and cooperation, not destruction." The Council continued with many questions. They wanted to understand humans better, their culture, their values, their military plans. Kara answered honestly, knowing that trust was fragile. Over the next days, humans and aliens shared meals, exchanged ideas, and toured each other's ships. The Council's scientists were especially interested in the dark matter engines. They took samples, ran experiments, and asked endless questions. Despite this, not all members were convinced. Some feared that humanity's sudden rise might upset the balance of power in the galaxy. Others worried that humans might be too aggressive or unpredictable, Kara met with Ambassador Sylar often. He was a patient listener and seemed genuinely interested in humanity's future. "Your people have great potential," he said quietly. "But potential can be dangerous if not guided carefully. The galaxy has seen too many wars caused by fear and misunderstanding." Kara nodded. "I understand. That is why we want to join the Council, to learn and to help keep peace." Meanwhile, back on Earth, the news of humanity's arrival at the Galactic Space Council excited millions. People followed every broadcast, proud of their leaders, but also aware of the risks. Some wondered if the Council would accept humanity as equals. Others feared the reaction of older, stronger species. But the humans aboard the Aegis had their own worries. They knew that their power, as great as it was, also made them targets. The dark matter technology was still new and mysterious. If it fell into the wrong hands, it could cause great harm. One evening, as Kara stood alone on the observation deck, she thought about the future. "We must prove ourselves," she whispered to the stars, "not just with power, but with honor and courage." Suddenly, alarms rang out. "Unidentified ships approaching the Citadel," a voice announced. Kara's heart raced. "Prepare for contact. Stay calm." The Council scrambled their defenses. The approaching vessels were fast, sleek, and unknown. Their intentions were unclear. Ambassador Vexel frowned. Could this be a challenge to the Council's authority? Kara tightened her grip on the railing. Or a test for humanity? As the unknown ships drew closer, everyone waited in tense silence. The dark matter warships hummed with power, ready for whatever might come. The unexpected ships were fast and silent, gliding toward the Citadel like shadows. The Council's defense team scrambled to ready their weapons, but they hesitated. No one wanted to start a war without cause. The unknown ships made no move to attack. Instead, they sent a message. The communication was cold and clear. "Council of Peace, we are the Vraxians. We demand control of the trading hub on Sector 9. Surrender it, or face destruction." The Council's chamber fell silent. The Vraxians were a feared warrior race known for their aggressive expansion. Their sudden threat alarmed every member present. Ambassador Sylar looked at Admiral Kara Jensen. "This is a dangerous moment. The Vraxians have never respected the Council's laws. We must respond quickly." Kara nodded. "Our dark matter warships are ready. If you allow us, we can defend the hub and show the Council what humanity can do." The Council debated fiercely. Some argued for negotiation, fearing war. Others wanted to show strength. Finally, they agreed to let humanity lead the defense, but under strict Council supervision. The Aegis and its fleet moved out to Sector 9, where the Vraxians had gathered near a large neutral trading station. The human warships took positions, their dark matter reactors glowing softly as they prepared for battle. Kara stood on the bridge of the Aegis, her voice calm but firm. "This is our chance to prove that humanity can be a protector, not a threat. Stay sharp but avoid unnecessary violence." The Vraxian ships attacked suddenly. Their weapons were powerful, but the Aegis's dark matter shields absorbed much of the damage. Human pilots used their ship's speed to outmaneuver the enemy, striking quickly and retreating before the Vraxians could respond. The battle was fierce but brief. The Vraxians, surprised by the humans' tactics and technology, began to retreat. The trading hub remained safe. Back at the Citadel, the Council watched in awe. Humans had fought with skill, bravery, and honor. The dark matter warships were more than machines. They were symbols of humanity's will to protect peace. But the victory raised new questions. How far would humans go to defend their place in the galaxy? And what secrets did their dark matter technology still hide? Kara returned to the Citadel a hero, but she knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy was watching, and humanity's next steps would shape the future. The cold darkness of the Outer Rim was a place where few dared to linger. It was a frontier, far from the safety of the Council's core worlds. But it had become the stage for a battle that would echo across the galaxy. The Vraxians had retreated, but only to regroup. Their anger burned hotter than ever. They saw humanity's intervention as a challenge to their power. Now they were ready to strike back with full force. Admiral Kara Jensen stood on the bridge of the Aegis, staring at the star-filled void ahead. The human fleet was smaller than the Vraxian armada, but the dark matter warships had one advantage: speed and technology no other race possessed. "Status report," Kara commanded. Lieutenant Marco Diaz, her trusted pilot, responded quickly. "All systems green. Dark matter engines ready for jump maneuvers." Kara nodded. "Good. We can't afford mistakes." The battle began with a sudden burst of light as the Vraxian fleet jumped into the sector. Hundreds of ships surrounded the human fleet, their weapons glowing ominously. Kara's voice was steady. "Engage defensive formations. Use hit-and-run tactics. Avoid being surrounded." The Aegis led the charge, its dark matter core glowing bright blue. The humans darted through the enemy fleet like lightning. Their ships moved faster than anything the Vraxians had seen before. The Vraxians fired massive plasma blasts, but the dark matter shields absorbed the attacks. The human warships returned fire, targeting key enemy vessels to break their formations. The battle raged for hours. Explosions lit up the dark void and debris floated silently in space. Despite being outnumbered, the human fleet used their speed and precision to outsmart the enemy. They struck hard and fast, then vanished before the Vraxians could react. Captain Mei Lin, commanding one of the smaller warships, shouted over the comms, "They can't keep up with us. Their weapons are powerful, but they can't hit what they can't see." The Vraxians grew frustrated. Their commanders ordered more aggressive tactics, but the humans were always one step ahead. Admiral Kara watched carefully. "We need to force them into a trap." She directed her fleet toward a nearby asteroid field. The narrow passages would limit the Vraxians' numbers and slow their larger ships. The human ships slipped into the asteroid belt, their dark matter engines allowing them to weave between rocks with incredible speed. The Vraxians followed, eager to finish the fight. But the humans were ready. Hidden behind massive asteroids, the Aegis and its escorts waited. When the Vraxians entered the trap, the humans struck from all sides. Caught between the asteroids and the fast-moving warships, the Vraxians lost their advantage. The dark matter shields blocked many attacks, and human missiles found their marks with deadly accuracy. After a long and brutal fight, the Vraxian fleet was forced to retreat. Many of their ships were destroyed or damaged beyond repair. Back on the Aegis, Admiral Kara breathed a sigh of relief. "We did it. We showed them that humanity will not back down." But she also knew this was just one battle in a larger war. The galaxy was bigger and more dangerous than ever. As the humans returned to the Council, they were greeted with respect and curiosity. The Council members saw what humanity's warships could do, not just in power but in strategy and courage. "Ambassador," Selar approached Kara, "your people have proven themselves in battle, but now we must ask, what will you do next?" Kara looked at the stars and answered, "We will protect peace. We will learn and grow stronger. But we will never use this power to conquer. Humanity's place is among the stars. As guardians, not oppressors." The Council nodded. A new chapter had begun. Humanity was no longer a minor player. They were a force to be reckoned with, and the dark matter warships, once a secret, were now a symbol of hope and warning for the galaxy. After the fierce battle at the Outer Rim, the atmosphere at the Galactic Space Council shifted. Humanity's power was undeniable, but so were the questions and doubts. The Council wanted to understand more about the secret behind the dark matter warships. Where had humans gotten this mysterious technology, and what dangers might it hold? In a quiet chamber of the Citadel, Dr. Arya Malik sat with a group of Council scientists. The room was filled with holographic displays showing dark matter particles, reactor designs, and star charts. Arya felt the weight of their curious eyes. "Dr. Malik," began one of the senior scientists from the planet Varan, "your technology is revolutionary, but dark matter is unstable and dangerous. How did Earth manage to control it safely?" Arya took a deep breath. We did not invent dark matter. We found clues. Years ago, a probe sent to a small moon in our solar system detected strange energy readings. When we explored it, we discovered ancient ruins. They were not human, but the technology inside used dark matter as power. The council members leaned forward, their interest growing. These ruins gave us knowledge and designs, but we had to work hard to understand and adapt it to our own science. It was a slow process. Many failures came before success. Another scientist asked, "Are you certain this technology is safe to use on warships?" Arya nodded. Our ships have multiple layers of safety. The dark matter reactors are heavily shielded and monitored. If anything goes wrong, the ship can shut down the reactor instantly. Outside the chamber, rumors began to spread. Some council members whispered that humans might have stolen forbidden secrets, or worse, that the ruins held a hidden threat. Was humanity playing with powers they did not fully understand? Ambassador Vexel, the reptilian diplomat who had long been suspicious, met with Kara Jensen in a private room. "Admiral," he said slowly, "power like this changes everything. The Council fears what might happen if dark matter technology spreads without control. Can you guarantee your people will not use it recklessly?" Kara met his gaze firmly. "I cannot control every individual, but as a leader, I promise humanity will use this power only for defense and peace. We seek cooperation, not conflict." Vexel nodded, though his eyes showed lingering doubt. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the discovery of the ruins had sparked a new wave of excitement and caution. Scientists worked tirelessly to unlock more secrets, while politicians debated the risks and benefits of expanding dark matter research. Admiral Kara visited the ruins herself, feeling a strange connection to the ancient technology. She saw the carvings on the walls, symbols no one could fully read, and wondered about the long-lost builders. What had happened to them? Could their fate warn humanity about the dangers ahead? At the Citadel, the Council decided to create a special committee to oversee dark matter technology. Humans would be part of it, but other species would help monitor and guide its use. It was a delicate balance of trust and control. Kara accepted this new responsibility. She knew that leadership was not just about power, but about earning respect and working together. As the committee began its work, messages arrived from distant parts of the galaxy. Some races welcomed humanity as a new ally. Others remained wary, watching closely. The Council's official statement was clear. Humanity had entered a new stage, no longer just a curious newcomer, but a key player in galactic affairs. But with great power came great responsibility. ADQ. Night. Kara often stood on the observation deck of the Aegis, staring at the stars. The dark matter reactors pulsed quietly beneath her feet, a reminder of the strength humanity now held. She whispered to herself, "We must be careful. The future depends on what we do now." And in the silence of space, the galaxy waited. The tension in the Galactic Space Council had been high since humanity's arrival. Some members still watched with suspicion, but many others had grown curious and hopeful. The galaxy was changing, and humanity was at the center of that change. Admiral Kara Jensen stood on the bridge of the Aegis, her eyes fixed on the stars beyond the Council station. She knew the journey had been long and difficult, but this moment could define the future for all species. The Council had called a special meeting. Representatives from dozens of worlds gathered in the Grand Hall to discuss the next steps. The atmosphere was filled with a mix of excitement and caution. Ambassador Sylar spoke first. Humanity has proven its strength and its will to protect peace. The dark matter warships have changed the balance of power in the galaxy. He looked around the room. Now, it is time to decide how we move forward. Do we accept humans as partners? Do we share knowledge and resources to face common threats? Many voices agreed. The idea of an alliance between humans and other races was no longer just a dream, it was becoming reality. Admiral Kara was invited to speak. She stepped forward confidently. "We come not as conquerors, but as friends. Our technology is a tool to defend, to explore, and to grow together. We offer cooperation and respect. The council listened, many nodding in approval. Ambassador Vexel, once a skeptic, stood. I still have concerns about humanity's rapid rise, but I cannot deny that their ship saved many lives. I propose a formal alliance, one where humans and council members share responsibility for peace and security. The vote was taken. The majority supported the alliance. Cheers filled the hall. It was a new beginning. Following the decision, joint missions were planned. Humans worked side by side with alien fleets, sharing tactics and technology. The dark matter reactors were studied carefully and safeguards were improved. On Earth, celebrations marked the new status. Humanity had gained respect and a place in the galactic community. But the alliance was more than military strength. It opened doors for trade, culture, and knowledge. Humans exchanged art and ideas with alien species. Students from Earth and other planets studied together. The galaxy seemed smaller, more connected. One day, as Kara walked through the council station's corridors, she met Ambassador Sylar. The future is bright, he said softly, but challenges remain. We must remain united. Kara smiled. Together, we are stronger. Yet, even in peace, shadows lingered. Far beyond the council's reach, unknown forces watched humanity's rise with interest, some curious, others hostile. Kara knew their work was not done. The dark matter warships were powerful, but the galaxy held many mysteries and dangers. Standing on the observation deck, Kara looked at the stars once more. We will face what comes, not alone, but as allies. This is our time. And so, humanity's dark matter warships had not only shocked the Galactic Space Council, but had helped build a future of hope, cooperation, and strength. A future where different worlds stood together against the vast unknown.